So here we go, guys. We are now moving into the new season with Portsmouth, and this is now episode number 108, and I'm so looking forward to this new season with the fantastic players that are joining us. So as you can have a look here, we can have the 3 new players join the clubs, which I'm sure you guys already know who they are: Kurt Zouma, Wilshere and Iturbe. We've got a transfer offer straight away for Simone Scoffit, but we have our Champions Cup objective, which will be reaching the knockout stage. We also have the, or basically important transfer. They want us to win the cup, so that might be a little bit too difficult. Season budget is 21.5 million, so we do have quite a bit of money to spend, and they want us to qualify for the Champions Cup, which I think is a fair objective. We get 7.5 million for Scuffit. If they want Scuffit, 27 million and a half. Otherwise, you're not going to touch him because he's 77 rated and 23 years old. So he is still a very, very promising goalkeeper. And Arsenal is Walcott is actually linked to Newcastle. So that's a surprise, but it's not a surprise that we're getting so many transfer offers for Simone Scuffit, considering the fantastic season that he recently had in the past gone season. It's not surprising. But we're going to have a look at our squad, so you can have a look at all the players that we have in our squad at the moment. So we have all the players, normal players: Luke Garber, Sterling, Origi, Draxler, Zivkovic, Lukaku's now an 85 rated. We have Yilmaz who's an 80 rated, Lucas Hernandez, Halilovic, Kingsley Coman's now 78 rated, Anthony Marshall 78, Goretzka, Chambers, Dunn, Horacio Sanchez, Voldsmith, Nieto, Boniati, Almoedo, Vitinho. Now we have the big boys. We have Kurt Zouma, 81 rated, so he's going to be jumping straight into the first team lineup. We've got Kieran Freeman, Iturbe, who's definitely 100% going to be moving straight into the first team no matter what. Look at them stats. He's got 98 ball control. He's got 96 long shots, 97 dribbling, 75. He's just an absolute beast. And we have Jack Wilshere as well, who's also an absolute beast. So we're going to have 3 new players that are coming straight into our first team lineup, and we're going to advance a little bit further. So see if we get any more offers, and obviously we're going to start offering some people, offering players a few bit of money to try and bring them in as well. So we're going to have a look, see if we can find Ibra's regen, which I'll go and have a look for, and if I can find him, I'll let you guys know. I think this is Zlatan Ibrahimovic's regen. He's 17 years of age. He's got the potential to be special, and he's got very good acceleration, sprint speed. So I think it could be Zlatan's regen. I will inquire about him, but I'm not 100% sure whether it could be him. But I think that could be his regen, because I can't find any others that maybe look like what Zlatan did. So maybe that could be his regen, but I'm not really good at trying to find regens either. So maybe not. Just have to wait and see. So they say that they don't want us to have him because he's only just recently joined the club, which means he must be Zlatan's regen. So I'm going to go ahead and try and buy him on a full season, or not just loan him because they won't let us have him. So loan him, see if he's any decent. If he's any good, then maybe we'll have a look. Also, this Alves dos Santos guy looks pretty decent. He's only just joined the club, so maybe we'll have to try and... they won't let us have him, but maybe if we try and loan him for full season, they might let us have him. But I'm not really sure if I want him yet. I'll just have to put in an offer, see what they say, and we'll have to wait and see until they come back. Here we get a transfer offer for Junior Malanda. I'm very tempted to take it, but I will up it to 23 million. If they do accept that, I will let him go. But that's also good to see that Arsenal are interested in him. So if Arsenal are interested in him, then maybe we can go ahead and try and buy an Arsenal player and give him as a like a counter. Also, this can be our first player coming in on loan. Will be Zlatan's regen, which I think it is. I'm pretty much like 90% sure it is. We'll go have a look and see what his stats are like, but I'm pretty sure that is definitely his regen. Let's just have a look. He's probably not high rated. He's 73 rated, so yeah, it's got to be him. He's got good acceleration. He's got good sprint speed. He looks pretty like Zlatan. He's a striker. He's from their nation. I think that's definitely Zlatan's regen. So Arsenal have now come back saying that they will give us 17.5 million for Malanda. So I'll up it to 21.5 million. If they do accept that, I will let him go. But if not, I think I might want him to stay for the time being, but I'm not still 100% sure yet. And this Cam here, 30,000, maybe we can try and bring him in as well, but I'm not sure. I'll store him for a minute because I'm not really sure how good he is. But we're going to have a look and see if we can bring in a few new players, especially Dybala is a player that I'd love to bring in because I think he looks very, very promising and could be the next future star at the club. For Eden Hazard, and we're going to try and swap Divock Origi for Eden Hazard, but his wages are just completely out of this world, so I don't think for 1 minute they will accept him, and even if they do, I don't think we'll have the wage budget to actually go ahead and use him anyway. But we're going to try and offer probably about 9 million plus Origi, but there's no way in a million years they're going to accept it, but it's worth the try, as you never know. Also going to go in for this youngster here. He's only 19 years of age and he's 81 rated, and he's only on 5,000 a week. They say that he looks like a future star, so he's probably worth between 36 million, but I'm going to try and offer probably about 12 million for him because he's only valued at 10, but I'm going to try and get an absolute bargain if we can. He's only at CD Mirandes, so maybe, you never know, we might be able to try and get him in, but I think there's a slight possibility that they will say no. We're also going to go in for Paulo Dybala here. What we're going to do is try and offer someone for him as well, because I don't want to offer out straight money for him. Maybe I'll try and offer a centre-back or someone that I'm not really looking forward to using, because I don't. Maybe Goretzka can start maybe thinking about going. Anthony Martial maybe can start leaving the door. Because they're not really growing in ratings and nothing much is happening with them. And if they don't start growing, then what's the point of keeping them? You know what I mean? We'll first try and swap him for Vitinho and 4 million. If that doesn't work, we'll have to think of something else. Maybe we can also put in an offer for our former players, try and bring him back to Portsmouth. He's only a squad rotation player. I would try and offer a straight 10 million deal for him. I very, very much doubt they will have him because they actually brought him from us for about 60 odd million. So I very much doubt they'll have him, but he's now an 83 rated player, so he looks like an absolute beast. So maybe we can try and get him, maybe not. I don't think they will let us have him, to be honest. Massive offer here for Thomas Boniatti, 19 years old, he's in bad form, 78 rated, but we've got a 23 million bid for him from Juventus. I'm going to try and offer 42 million. If they counter offer 42 million, I'll very much happily let him go. Ayan, I'm not going to let go not for 14 million. I'm never going to let him go because I think he's an absolute monster at the back. And we also get another deal for Scuffit, 48 million or nothing. So Scuffit, I'm not going to let leave the club, whatever, basically, whether they pay money or not. He's not going to be leaving the club. Moussa Dembele, the sum's too low, so they won't let us have him. Dybala, because they say that they're not interested in the player. And the player we offered was Vitinho, so maybe they don't want Vitinho, maybe they want Anthony Martial. We'll try and get rid of Anthony Martial then instead of Vitinho. But we're not offering a lot of money either, so maybe that's the key reason why they don't want us to let him go. And they say that this player is too valuable to him, but whether they're too valuable or not, if I offer a player, they will soon let him go. So hopefully we can try and convince Mirandes into letting this Plano Peredio go, which hopefully. So I'm going to try and offer 9 million plus Stones, because Stones, now we've brought in Kurt Zuma, we don't really need him at all. We've got Hernandez, we've got lots of different players that we can use, and we don't really need John Stones at all at the back. But obviously I don't want to be selling him, but if I have to, I will happily let him go to bring in a cam that is looking very, very promising. So we've now got a few more emails to have a look at. We've got a transfer offer once again for Simone Scuffit, and we're just not going to let him go. So I think I'm just going to end up rejecting all bids for him, because unless the likes of Real Madrid and that come in for him, we're not going to let him go. Junior Melanda, we'll stall that for a minute because we're going to go and have a look. Maybe we can try and swap him for Aaron Ramsey, which would be great if we could. Simone Scuffit, obviously, they're not going to have the money to pay for him anyway, whether we counter it or not. They just won't have the money. Unacceptable for Eden Hazard. I'm not going to have the money to pay for him anyway. Junior Melanda, 18 million. So we're going to jump in, have a look, see what Arsenal have for offer, and maybe we can try and lure a player in from Arsenal. Just had a look at Arsenal's squad, and the two players I would be interested in is Aaron Ramsey, who's 87 rated, so I very much doubt they will let their star player go. But I'll try it. It's worth the try because they're interested in Melanda anyway. So if I offer Melanda plus about 10-15 million, then maybe that might convince them to let him go. If we can obviously find Melanda. There he is, Junior Melanda. Maybe 12.5 million, because obviously they want to try and bring him in, because they've just lost out for Jack Wilshere, haven't they? So that's the reason they want to bring him in. Another player I'd be interested in would be Alexis Sanchez, or if not, Rafael Varane. But they're only the three players I'd be interested in. And if they don't want to let any of them three go, then they're not going to have Junior Melanda. That's just a straight no. 10 million plus Melanda once again, because Alexis Sanchez would be absolutely... It'd just be a world to play in my team, because obviously if Alexis can just come in, he would play on the right wing and we'd push a Turbe up front, because I think Zivkovic is Zivkovic and Lukaku don't seem to be too promising for me up top. Not in this moment of time anyway. But maybe I'll try and offer a straight swap for Miranda and Varane, because I would not mind bringing in Varane, sorry. I think he's an absolutely wonderful player, and he would really strengthen up our backline if we could. So maybe a 1.5 million, just a little bit of cash, black money, if you know what I mean, just to try and lure them into letting him go. But we're going to have wait and see until Arsenal come back to let us know whether they do or don't accept. A few more transfer offers here. We get one for Julian Draxler for 16.5 million from Tottenham. We'll happily let him go for 27.5 million. So we'll probably get about 22 million to spend if we do let him go. Arsenal, they don't really want him, but they just do not seem to want to up the offer to 20 million, because I don't think we can replace him for 20 million, but I would happily let him go anyway for that price. I don't think he's the best player in the world. And now, especially, we've got Jack Wilshere in the squad. He's not going to be getting much game time. They're not interested in Anthony Martial, so 7.5 million plus. Maybe another player that we can try and get in to try and let him go. Zivkovic, Yilmaz, obviously, it's going to be probably starting lineup now. Halilovic, Coman, definitely not. Goretzka. So Goretzka plus 7.5 million for Dybala. Maybe that convinced them, but I don't think they'll let him go at all. They're not interested because they cannot afford that. They would like him basically, but they can't afford the wages that John Stones wants. So basically, we've got to try and find a player that's on low wages, and I don't think I have any. Not unless I offer him one of these stupid young players like this guy or this guy. Maybe this guy. Maybe Volsmits. Try and get rid of Volsmits and bring in Pedrino, but they can't actually afford his wages. So I've never actually seen that before, that they can't afford his wages, so they can't have him. That's a bit weird, isn't it? But especially when they've got an 81 rated player, and we're offering them a player that's not as good. Anyway, Arsenal have rejected for all of them because they're not interested in the player. How stupid is that? They've just offered loads. They wanted Miranda. They've offered like 3 times for Miranda, and now they come back and say, no, we don't want to let any of these players go because we're not interested. What a load of bullshit. Julian Draxler, do we let him go to Spurs for 21.5 million? No, not unless they up it. I'll drop it at 1 million more. He hasn't progressed at all, so maybe it will be a good thing letting him go because they're interested in signing him, and obviously I will let him go to Spurs because obviously it is Tottenham overall, or at the end of the day. Junior Miranda, they say that they don't want him because he's costing too much, and that's fair enough. So Junior Miranda will probably be staying at the club for the time being, unless another club sparks interest in him, which I very much doubt because he looked very promising, but he doesn't seem to be doing anything whatsoever at all. But they're interested in this player here that we've offered, who's Goretzka, but maybe 11.5 million plus Goretzka, maybe, or 12.5 million plus Goretzka. If they don't accept that, then I don't think we'll be getting him in. And maybe we just have to offer straight money for this guy here. They are interested. They want 43.5 million. Are you joking? He might be good and he might be young, but are you joking? I'm definitely not offering that much. You can have 12 million. 12 million or nothing. They want 57 million for this youngster. What a joke. No one's going to pay that. Not even Barcelona or Real Madrid. That's just absolutely ludicrous amount of money for a player that's not even the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, if you know what I mean. They say they offer 25 million for Draxler, so maybe I can let that go. I have to look, see if I can find another CDM if I do let him go. But maybe I'll just keep Boniati and play with Boniati as a substitute, basically, which I think he's perfectly capable of doing so. So maybe I will let Julian Draxler leave the club because obviously I will let Julian Draxler. Julian Draxler has left the club. He is on his way to Spurs, so we've now got an extra 25 million to spend. So we're now going to be looking for a left midfielder or another cam, which we can try and bring in to obviously strengthen up the squad. Maybe not as good as him, but hopefully we can try and find someone that's pretty decent that can play in the same role as what he was doing. Because he hasn't really performed for me whatsoever, and I was hoping that he is going to be performing a lot better than what he recently has been doing. So the transfer offer has been accepted for Dybala, 12.5 million plus Leon Goretzka, which we will go ahead and accept on a 4-year deal, and he will be a squad rotation player if he comes in. If he doesn't accept it, I maybe up it to a important first team player, but he's not going to have crucial because he's just not going to be crucial. So I'm not going to offer him crucial when he's not going to be, if you know what I mean. Maybe approach West Ham for the Sean Mahoney. He looks pretty decent. Got very good stats. maybe I'll try and offer straight 10 million to try and bring him in. If he doesn't, then maybe we won't go for him in the end. But he still looks pretty decent, so there's nothing wrong with trying to bring him in. He's got good, very, very, extremely good physical stats. His mental stats aren't too good, nor his technical, but his finishing's not the worst in the world, so maybe we can try and bring him in. His long shot's pretty decent, and so is his dribbling and ball control, so maybe he's not the worst player in the world, but he'll be good to bring on off the bench, especially with that speed that terrorises defenders. Going to broach for Hakan Çalhanoğlu, especially because Drax has just left, so maybe we'll try and offer a straight 20 million deal for this guy, maybe 15 to start off with. If they don't accept 15, we will up it to maybe 20, because I think he's probably around about the 80 rated mark, but he looks pretty decent, and I think he'll probably perform better than what Julian Draxler has been doing in the recent season. We're going to approach to buy Cristiano Ronaldo. I very much doubt we will get him because his wage bill is just $500,000 a week. But if we try and offer Zivkovic, because I'm not really too pleased with him, plus like 20 million, maybe Cristiano Ronaldo will accept. If they accept that, I'll be absolutely delighted because I'd love to bring Cristiano Ronaldo into the squad, even if it's only for one season, even if I have to splash out the cash. I would just love, I've never had a career mode with Cristiano Ronaldo, so I'd absolutely love it if I could bring him in, because I think I'd love, if he's the player that one player that I'd love to bring into any of my squads is Cristiano Ronaldo, but I very much doubt they will accept it. So we get some more transfer offers here. We get Leon Goretzka and Simone Scuffet. Leon Goretzka, 7 million, not really, 17 million, but I think he'll probably be off anyway because to get the deal for a Dybala. Simone Scuffet, 34 million, like I said, I'm not going to be letting him go. We go back to the transfer offers here. PSG, they don't want Scuffet, but Real Madrid have accepted the offer. Oh my God, we're going to go straight in. We haven't got enough money, but we're going to go in and try and bring in Cristiano Ronaldo. Barcelona obviously won't let us have Neymar. They will let us have Çalhanoğlu 15 million as well, so we'll offer that plus a 3-year deal, and it'll be a crucial first-team player if he comes in. But Cristiano Ronaldo could be joining Portsmouth. Mahoney, because he's too valuable to them. But if we can get 400,000 on the wages, let's keep going. I know we need 20 million. Oh, we can do it. We can do it. We can try and lure Cristiano Ronaldo in, but whether he will accept to join the club, because that's just a different thing, because I don't think he will want to leave Real Madrid because he's been there for years. He'll say that it's too big a step. He doesn't want to drop down a league, basically, because they see it in the game as Cristiano Ronaldo is not good enough to play, or is too good to play for the likes of Portsmouth. But he might only have one season less, but it is Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo, and if we can bring him in, Jesus Christ, what a signing it would be. It would be the best signing of the season, of the whole series, if we could bring him in. As you can see here, we have the update from Italy, which we're just scouting random players, see if we can find anyone. De Siglio, Savic, Luis Muriel, maybe I'll have a look at him. Ask to scout him because he looks pretty decent. Cuadrado's getting a little bit old now. I don't want to be bringing in older players, obviously apart from Cristiano Ronaldo, but that's just Cristiano Ronaldo, whatever age he is, hits Cristiano Ronaldo. Simone Scuffet they won't accept. Goretzka they won't accept. They want 12.5 million for Neves. The contract offer is accepted for Dybala, and the transfer offer is accepted for that, but we've already offered him a contract. So we have to wait, because obviously now everything's going to be judged around Ronaldo. If we can get Ronaldo in, maybe we don't want to sell other people. I'm not really sure what I want to do, to be honest. Transfer offers, once again, we've got Zivkovic, 55 million. Jesus, what a fantastic bid we've got for him here. We're going to offer 95 million. If Monaco can pay 95 million, they can have him. And we get an offer for Lukaku from Arsenal, as they can say we can offer, say, 85 million. You can have Lukaku for 85 million. If you can cough up 85 million, you can have Lukaku, which obviously they're never, ever going to go ahead and accept, so there's nothing to worry about there. Manchester City are going to sign a player there. They don't believe he's worth that much, but the contract offer has been accepted by Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo will be joining the club, and oh my God, guys, that is such a great feeling. A 93 rated player is going to be joining the club, and just look at this, guys. If we just scroll down a little bit, let's just wait to try and find him. Here he is, guys, 93 rated Cristiano Ronaldo. I will be playing him up front no matter what. He'll be playing up front anyway. He won't be playing on the left, but what a fantastic signing. Cristiano Ronaldo has joined the club, and wow, I can't believe it. Now we're going to also try and sign Calhanoglu, but I don't think we've got enough money. No, we need 80,000 plus 15 million, so I don't think we've got either of that amount. But we'll just have to wait and see if we can get a bid back from anyone for Lukaku. Maybe they'll come back. They have a final score report on this guy here. Maybe not too bad. We're maybe inquire about him. No, because we've got plenty of centre-backs. We don't need any centre-backs. We've got another transfer offer for Scuffit, which we'll just reject because they're not going to pay any more than 16 million for Scuffit anyway. And this guy here, maybe I'll let him go. Maybe I'll up it to 12.5 million. If they accept 12.5 million, he can go because I don't use him anyway. That's just being a little bit greedy in all respect. But anyway, we reject all offers. We don't want any more offers now. We're going to wait to see if we can do anything because I can also bring in Dybala. It's whether I want Dybala or Calhanoglu. They've accepted the 12.5 million for this guy here, which I'm very pleased to see. And Arsenal, of course, no, they want 35 million, which no, they're not going to get him for 35 million, 85 million or nothing, which of course they just won't have that money anyway to spend. So once that guy goes, hopefully we can then bring in our new cam, which obviously will be this guy here. We're going to sim this game here up against Lyon. Hopefully we can win and get ourselves off to a good start as we end up winning 2-1. Marshall and Lukaku picking up the goals, but unfortunately Lukaku actually picks up an injury. Hoping it's not going to be too serious. Have to wait and see now. Due to the fact he's currently on the treatment table, that's obviously true. Oh, great. He's out for 3 months, so he's going to be gone for 3 months, and that's not a good start for us. Disappointed not to start, but you're leaving the club anyway. But that could mess up my whole transfer window now because it looks like he was going to be leaving the club anyway. Goretzka, 16.6 million. He hasn't performed at all for us, and I'm not really enjoying playing with him, so I'll let him go easily. And another player that we're now going to go ahead and bring in is Hakan Calhanoglu. Hopefully he's pretty decent. We have to wait and see. We'll just go straight in and have a look, see what he's like. And hopefully he is plus 78 rated, which I'm hoping he is. Maybe he's not, maybe he is. 81 rated, fantastic. And he's got 5-star weak foot and 4-star skills. He can play as centre forward, he can play as cam, left mid. He's very, very... he can play everywhere. And he's a free kick specialist as well, so even better. So look at that bench. Zuma, Iturbe, Calhanoglu, Ronaldo, Wilshere, Chambers, Yilmaz, Coman, Halilovic has gone up to an 86 now. Hernandez has gone up. This is just incredible, guys. Our players are going up. Gorka's gone up. Garbutt's gone up. None of these have gone up. But what a fantastic squad we are starting to build here. We've got a few more players here from Italy, but I'm not really looking forward to bringing any of these in anyway. Neither of them look very good. Ravel Morrison, obviously no longer in the team, no longer in FIFA, because obviously he got kicked out of his club, didn't he, for too much, causing too many problems and God knows what else. For this game, we're going to put out our best possible squad. Hopefully, we can try and win. Nieto, shut up. We don't want to do anything with you. Ayan, we will, because Ayan, we definitely want to try and keep at the club. So we're going to go ahead and go into contracts and offer Ayan a new contract. Hopefully, he doesn't want too much. But look at that. Cristiano Ronaldo, I just cannot get to terms that he's actually in the club. But who wanted a contract? Ayan. He's currently on 60. He wants 60 again, so he can happily stay at the club for another year, which is good to see. And now we're going to jump straight into this and change up the lineup and put out our strongest possible squad. So what we're going to do, this is going to go up there. This guy can come on Hernandez. Let's just... I'll come back once the squad is fully fit. What I'm going with, Scuffit, Garbutt, Ayan, Zuma, Gorka, Wilshere, Halilovic, Origi, Sterling, Iturbe and Ronaldo. So up top we've got 93 and 88 rated. What a absolute monster of a squad we have built here. And we can even strengthen even more if in the up and coming few games. But we're going to sim this match and we're really hoping no one gets injured. But surely we should win this one against Bilbao as we're going to sim it and hopefully no one gets injured. Iturbe and Halilovic get the goals and we ended up winning the game 2-1. So a good result there as thankfully no one got injured either. So that's a good overall game. But that's going to be it for this episode. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to hit the like button down below, as very much appreciated. And what a fantastic monster of an episode we have just put together with Cristiano Ronaldo joining Portsmouth. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you.